People usually think that if a cat loves them, it'll be obvious. You know, the way a dog does, wagging its tail, jumping up, basically throwing itself at you whenever you walk through the door. But cats aren't dogs. To be honest, they're nothing like dogs when it comes to love. Instead, they express affection in quiet, subtle ways you might totally miss if you're not paying attention. Your cat's been saying, "I love you" every single day. Not with flashy gestures or dramatic shows, but with tiny, deliberate actions. If you know how to read them, everything about your relationship shifts, and suddenly you get it. This stuff isn't just quirky cat behavior. It's actually rooted in thousands of years of feline evolution, and every move carries meaning that most cat owners never learn. So let's slow down, take a closer look, and decode 7 things your cat does that, honestly, are their way of telling you, "Hey, I love you." 1. The slow blink. Picture this. You're across the room, your cat's watching you, totally still, completely calm. Then almost lazily, they close their eyes halfway and blink. Feels like nothing, right? Maybe they're just sleepy. But that slow blink is one of the most intimate gestures in the entire feline emotional vocabulary. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey. Unbroken eye contact almost always signals tension or threat. Holding a stare means you're preparing to fight, chase, or defend. So when a cat deliberately breaks that gaze with a long, slow blink, they're making a conscious choice to be vulnerable in front of you. They're saying, "I'm not threatened by you. I feel completely safe. I trust you." Dr. Karen McComb at the University of Sussex actually proved it. Cats use the slow blink as a positive emotional signal, and humans who blink back genuinely strengthen the bond their cat feels toward them. So next time your cat gives you that sleepy, half-lidded look from across the room, don't ignore it. Slow blink back. You're not just copying a behavior, you're speaking their language and telling them the feeling is mutual. 2. Rubbing their face on you. When your cat wanders over and pushes their cheek against your hand, your leg, or even your face, it feels affectionate. And it is, but it goes way deeper than a simple nuzzle. Cats have scent glands along their cheeks, forehead, and chin. When they rub those areas against something or someone, they're leaving their mark. This is called bunting, and it serves a very specific purpose. Cats don't bunt things they feel neutral about. They bunt what belongs to their world, things that make them feel safe. Things they're claiming in the most loving sense of the word as their own. When your cat rubs their face on you, they're marking you as part of their inner circle. They're saying, "You're mine and I'm yours." It's a declaration of belonging, one cats only make with the people and places they feel most bonded to. Here's what most owners miss, though. This behavior is also a form of trust building. By sharing their scent with you, your cat is essentially inviting you into their social group. In multi-cat households, bonded cats bunt each other all the time. And when your cat does it to you, they're treating you as one of their own kind. Let them lean into it. Don't pull away. That little nuzzle means more than you think. 3. Showing you their belly. This one confuses a lot of people, and honestly gets a lot of owners scratched. When a cat rolls onto their back and exposes their belly, most folks read it the same way they'd read a dog doing it, an open invitation for belly rubs. So they reach down, start scratching, and suddenly the cat's biting their hand. What went wrong? The belly is the most vulnerable spot on any animal. Vital organs, no protection, complete exposure. When your cat rolls over and shows you their stomach, they're not necessarily asking to be touched there. They're doing something far more meaningful. They're showing you they feel safe enough around you to expose their most vulnerable place. It's an act of trust, not an invitation for contact. Think about what that actually means. Your cat, an animal with deeply embedded survival instincts, is choosing to lie completely open in front of you. That only happens when they feel utterly secure, utterly at ease, utterly comfortable with your presence. So don't rush in for the belly rub. Take a moment and appreciate what the gesture really means. If your cat enjoys belly contact, they'll let you know over time. But the display itself, the roll, the stretch, the openness, that's the love. That's what matters. 4. Kneading you. That rhythmic pushing motion, the paws alternating, pressing into your lap or your arm, is called kneading. Almost every cat owner's seen it, usually with a low purr going and half-closed eyes. It looks adorable. But the origin of this behavior tells you exactly what your cat's feeling when they do it. Kneading starts in kittenhood. Newborn kittens knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow during nursing. It's one of the very first things a cat ever learns, and it's completely tied to feelings of warmth, nourishment, and safety. When your adult cat needs you, they're tapping into that same emotional place. They're not just comfortable, they're content in the deepest possible sense. The kind that's rooted in their earliest memories of love and security. In that moment, you are their safe place. And think about what it means that this behavior even carries into adulthood. Cats don't need strangers. They don't need people they're indifferent to. Kneading is reserved for deep comfort and emotional safety. And if your cat needs you regularly, you've built something real with them. Sure, the claws can sting a little. Keep a blanket nearby if you need to. But don't discourage it. It's honestly one of the purest things your cat can express. 5. Following you from room to room. Cats have this reputation for being totally independent. And they are, by nature, they're solitary hunters who genuinely don't need companionship the way other animals do. That's exactly why it means so much when they choose to be near you anyway. When your cat trails you from the kitchen to the living room, waits outside the bathroom door, or just settles wherever you happen to be. That's not clinginess. That's devotion. They're not following you out of anxiety. They're following you because you are the most comforting, interesting presence in their environment. You're their person. Feline behavior researchers actually call this forming an attachment figure, a term borrowed straight from human and primate bonding research. Studies show cats build genuine attachment bonds with their owners, and those bonds shape how secure or stressed a cat feels when things get unfamiliar. Your cat follows you because you're their anchor, their one constant, the thing that makes everything feel okay. So next time you feel a small body weaving between your legs on the way to the kitchen, or catch two eyes watching you from the doorway, don't brush it off. That's a cat choosing you over and over every single day. 6. Head-butting you. This one catches people off guard, especially when it's a firm, deliberate bump right to the chin or forehead. Head-butting, or head-bunting as it's technically called, is actually a step beyond the cheek rub. When a cat presses their whole head against you, firmly and on purpose, they're engaging in one of the highest forms of social bonding in feline behavior. It combines scent marking with physical closeness and real intentional contact. The cat isn't just acknowledging you, they're actively reaching out for connection. Cats in bonded groups, whether feral colonies or multi-cat households, head-bunt each other constantly to reinforce their social ties. It signals belonging, it signals we're in this together. And when your cat does it to you, they're putting you firmly inside that circle. That's not random. That's a cat who genuinely considers you family. When your cat headbutts you, lean into it. Let them press against your hand or your face. Don't pull back or tense up. They're reaching out, and being present and open in that moment is exactly what strengthens the bond they're trying to build. 7. Purring in your presence. Most people know cats purr when they're happy. And yeah, that's true, but purring is way more complex than simple contentment. Once you understand what it really means, you'll never hear it the same way. Cats purr at a frequency between 25 and 150 hertz. Research has shown that sound in that range can actually promote bone density, reduce inflammation, and lower stress in the cat and in the people around them. There's a reason sitting with a purring cat makes you feel calmer. That's not just in your head. There's a real physiological response happening in your body. But here's the most important part. Cats don't purr automatically. Purring is a choice. It's something that requires engagement, and it's most commonly triggered by feelings of safety, trust, and genuine emotional connection. When your cat curls up beside you and starts to purr, when you can feel that low, steady vibration against your leg or your hand, they're not just comfortable. They're communicating. They're telling you, in the clearest way their body knows how, that being with you feels right, that you are their safe place, that in this moment, everything is exactly as it should be. That purr is meant for you. And it means something. 7 behaviors. 7 quiet, everyday moments that most cat owners notice but never fully understand. The slow blink that says, I trust you. The cheek rub that says, you belong to me. The exposed belly that says, I feel safe. The kneading that says, you are my comfort. The footsteps following you room to room that say, I choose you. The headbutt that says, you are family. And the purr that says simply and completely, I love you. Your cat isn't hiding their affection. They're showing it constantly, just in a language that's entirely their own. Once you start recognizing these signs, you stop wondering whether your cat loves you. You realize they've been telling you all along. If this changed how you see your cat, hit like and subscribe. Seriously, there's a lot more coming. And drop a comment below. What's one thing your cat does that you're now seeing in a whole new light?